Hello, welcome gamers. My bitrate is extremely red again, so that's pretty bad. I've dropped 5% of my frames. But anyway, it's Saturday. Let me welcome people. Welcome Stream Element, welcome Snackoracko, Escapade, Namai, thank you for the 11 months. Wow, 11. Welcome Duck, welcome Shadow R, welcome Solly, welcome Slime Molder, Shima Panic, Watchmakering, and Deffins, Tag Barrel, Namai. Alright, okay. Okay, let me read some of the comments here. Which emote will get retired? According to my metrics, the least used animated emote is Wiggly. So unfortunately, Wiggly is probably gonna have to die. If only Twitch would give you more than 5 emote slots. I mean, I feel like Wiggly is kind of redundant. You know, with we got the cheering emote, we got the dancing. They're all used for similar things. And if I were to make another emote that's animated, I would probably get rid of the dancing one. Because like cheering is so versatile, you know? But anyway, gonna be drawing SMH emote today. Let's see, Slime Molder says, somehow I don't have any sunglasses emotes despite having subs to 12 channels. I had that one. Remember when I had a sunglass emote? Man, I'm dropping a lot of frames. 6.5% of frames have been dropped. It's still red. My bitrate is red again. Wiggly is cute, but I don't get it. Is it a Twitch meme thing? It's like a Twitch VTuber thing. A lot of VTubers have Wiggly emotes. And it's kind of like these. Okay, let me post all my Wigglies. My Wiggly collection has grown much smaller. I still have 6 of them though. But yeah, they're basically this. You basically just spam them. Whenever someone's like singing or like doing some sort of music related thing, you just have this. And it's like in the same way that you would use a dancing emote. Except it's traced over Poplio, the Pokemon known as Poplio. You gotta catch them all. Attention drawn. Man, I'm dropping so many frames. God dang. 8% of frames dropped. Well, okay. Thankfully, it doesn't matter that much that I'm dropping a lot of frames because, you know, drawing, there's not that much stuff going on. Okay, let me change the canvas color. I always set this to like blue. There we go. It's blue. So I have the hair color on here. I'm gonna put that on its own layer. Just for reference. So I don't have to like copy and paste from another file. Okay, so we know we all have the nodding emote. And that's useful when you want to say yes. But what about situations where you want to say no? You need some sort of way to to say to the streamer, you know, SMH, I do not approve, or I can't believe this happened, or they're asking a yes/no question and you want to say no. Now, soon, you'll be able to. Eventually, once this is done. So I haven't decided how I'm going to do it. Okay, so typically when I do emotes, I use a very large brush because these these emotes are going to be really small. As you guys know, they're tiny. Just turn my head sideways. Yeah, sideways. Okay, 36. Let's do 36 brush. Yeah, so that's pretty good. And anyway, it's going to be similar to one of my line stickers that I have. For people who have not seen it, let me try to pull it up. Wolfie line stickers. I'm typing this out. I'm typing this. If you go to the line store, we have my line stickers. And there's this page. There is a... Let me just pull up a web view. You know, I always call it a web view. It's really It's not actually called a web view in OBS. It's called a browser source. Okay, let's add a web. Call it web view. This one. Okay, so this is my line stickers. And the one that I'm gonna have it be similar to is this one. Except I will not be holding a no sign because that won't fit in the emote. It'll be like a zoomed in portion. You know, like this part. Oh, okay, it's overlapping. Okay, let me put this lower. It would be, oh, it's still above. It'd be, it's still, okay, hold on. Okay, it'll be this part. It'll have a similar expression. It'll be shaking the head no. And I will probably call it SMH my head no. Just because that's, you know, that feels like the most accurate way to portray. You know, you could use it for no. You can use it for SMH. Don't be mad or also happy. No, it'll be like a disappointed looking. It'll look like this. Eyes closed. Frown, a slight frown. It's like a look of disapproval. Alright, so I'm gonna get started. As usual, the background music is by it's the Lo-Fi BGM. Lo-Fi, what is it called? Lo-Fi Stream Beats. Royalty free. We're gonna get started. Okay. So let's have it like this. You know, you got the got the expression. I think I'm gonna start off with like just a sketch and then refine it, because sometimes I notice when I start doing this, I draw one frame and it's like really detailed, and then the rest of the frames don't look good. Because I'm like, oh man, I have to do like 20 more frames. But this time, I'm gonna draw them fast. And I've dropped 11%, 12% of frames, 2,000, almost 3,000 frames dropped. It's bad. It's actually really bad. Okay. Oh, actually, let me pull up my my own art as reference. Was it this one? I forgot to name my browser source, so I forgot. Okay, I named it web. The internet is banana. True. Very true. Okay, let me crop this. I'm cropping this. And I'll put this like on the bottom somewhere. Like over here. That's pretty good. This is pretty good. Okay, so the eyes are like slightly, it's like this. Kind of like that. And then we have like a frown. Anyway, yeah, it's Saturday. How are you guys doing? I didn't do anything today. I was just lying down watching a lot of YouTube videos. And then I woke up. Well, I didn't sleep, but I woke up. Well, I did sleep overnight. But I didn't take a nap today. But I was just lying down. And then it was like around 4 p.m. and I was like, I should get up. I took a shower, and now I'm here. So welcome Admiral Kobayashi. Are all of my drawings through an iPad plus finger? Do I have an actual pen display? I'm using the Apple Pencil. But all of my animations are done via this app usually. Also welcome Robomu. Best day ever. And have a good Saturday, everyone. Any fun plans this weekend? You guys are watching streamers draw stuff on Twitch? Just vibing, truly. I don't even remember what videos I've watched. Like what I've been recommended. I just keep getting recommended the same things. And I'm like, man, YouTube, you've recommended this video to me like 20 times. Can you show me something different? But sometimes they do have like a new to you section. And then you click it to see what it recommends you, and you're like, I'm not interested in this either. And then I just keep scrolling. It's like the same stuff. But Put some bread in the oven. Yo, what kind of bread? Whole wheat bread, white bread, rye bread, pumpernickel. Dropping frames. Hold on, I have to adjust my mic because, like, you know, usually when you're drawing, you're like looking down at the screen. I think my mic is pointed too high up. And also my VTuber model is like looking down all the time. You can tell when I'm reading chat because okay, this is like when I'm drawing. When I look up to read chat, you can see it's almost like I'm looking up, like, you know, like this. Look at that. Whoa. See, I'm on the bus. Watching this on the bus. Not all buses are free. I mean, I would imagine most of them are not free, right? Most buses cost money. Definitely played some Magic the Gathering. Hope you won some games. Make another YouTube account. See if it makes different recommendations. I mean, I could just switch to my... Like, I have a bunch of YouTube accounts. Right, I have my main one, which I use to watch stuff. And then I have the one that I have all my VODs on. Is that one? I could switch to the other one. But then, like, it'll get mixed up in the other history. And then, like, what if I watch a video and I'm like, oh, what was that video? Oh, shoot, I don't know. It's not here. I guess I could just, I don't know, just open it on the other account. Still getting used to the gas oven, tweaking the recipe. Very nice. Yeah, I feel like I've never made bread, but it seems like a cool thing, you know? Making your own food. Hopefully it's going well. Okay, so the rest of this. I'm using like my live 2D that's currently on screen as reference as well. See, everything but the yellow school buses cost money. Unless you pay for a low income bus pass. I think, like, I don't know, I would expect that to be the case in most places, right? Like, I remember in New York, around when COVID first started being a thing, they did offer like free shuttle bus service between some locations. You know, it was pretty convenient. You could just get on, not have to pay, and go somewhere, and then you come back, and you don't have to pay for any of that. But someone did. The city had to pay for it. But it was good. It was pretty good. It's hard to believe how good buttered toast is. It is pretty good. I agree. Butter makes a lot of food better. It's arguable whether it makes most food better, but it does make a lot of food better. Okay, so we have this. We have part of the first frame. I still have to decide how many frames I want to have in this thing. And also, this may not be zoomed out enough or zoomed in enough. Welcome Chosen Keeper as well. It's the only Los Angeles, Orange County, and San Bernardino buses are free for Rosa Parks Day. Other buses are not participating. Is it like specific to this holiday? I guess because like Rosa Parks is like related to buses. Actually, that's gonna show up at the end of the screen, right? Or at the end of the stream when I go over what day today is. We'll be there, and then we'll be like, yo, we know, because Duck was talking about it. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool day. Back in Seattle, they didn't allow payment during the first year. Oh, is that why? Because they didn't want like people handling things physically. I guess that kind of makes sense. But also, yeah, the whole like the essential workers, you know, needing to go to work, and they wanted to make it cheaper or free even. Los Angeles was free for 1.5 years. It was quite a long time. Well, but also like Los Angeles I don't know. I feel like a lot of places don't even have good good public transportation in the first place. I don't know how good Los Angeles's bus system is, but hopefully it's adequate. Okay, so we have this. This looks a bit weird because on this side we got this thing right here. But it's animated, so maybe it doesn't matter as much. I don't know. I don't know. I would imagine it's good. Seattle was excellent. Yeah, like a lot of places in the US don't have a good public transport. It's like if you ever go to Japan or like any any like like Japan or Korea and you compare them, you're like, man, how do we live like this? Knowing what they have over there. You come back and you're like, I wish I could go back. I wish we could have this here. But we will never, because people love their cars. People love paying large amounts of money for cars. Gasoline. Building more roads for cars. Not for people. It's hecked up. I feel like we talk about this like every like every month. I always start talking about like cars and public transportation. And how much it sucks here. It's too bad. Ideally, we don't have to talk about it. You have a truck? Whoa, what the? Trucks are huge. What is it like driving a truck? I feel like, cause like, I don't think I would enjoy driving. Like, I don't have a license. But like, even driving a regular car seems like I feel like I'd be stressed. And then having like drive a truck is like that much harder. It's like you can't turn easily. You have to be aware of things. I don't think people really love their cars. They don't see much of an alternative. I'm sure there are people out there who love cars. I'm sure there's many. But maybe they were brainwashed. Maybe because they had no other alternative. Also, welcome, Cole. Thinking about it for a second longer, my head will explode. Trucks feel like intimidating. It's true. They're large. They have many wheels. They probably require a lot of gasoline. Wish there were more. Wish there were more options for places to live that don't need cars. Yeah, like if you think of the main places where you probably don't need a car. For me, I think like, at least in the U.S., it's like New York, all the big cities basically, except maybe Los Angeles. No, I don't know. I don't know about that. Probably Chicago's fine. You could probably live in Seattle. I think some parts of San Francisco are fine without a car. What else? I don't know. Bunch of places. Maybe Boston. Yeah, Boston has a train system, right? So welcome, Happy Toaster. The F360 I had to drive at the farm was a bit much, but a regular pickup truck is fine. Oh, I thought you meant like the big trucks. Okay, pickup truck. That's different. I meant like an 18-wheeler. Also, welcome, Cool RMS Cell 8 in Hemplo. Most people just want to get from point A to B. Exactly. Logistics. You guys know logistics is actually the transportation of things, getting things from one place to another. Now you know. Some of these pickups they're making these days are actually massive. Yeah, but they don't have like they don't have 18 wheels though. They're just huge. Wait, okay. How am I going to structure this? So if the first frame is this, the other one basically has to be the other way. Has to be facing the other way around. I mean, I could just rotate it horizontally. But typically it doesn't look good. Also, thank you for the 4 months, Robomoon. See, the F350 is kind of big. It's basically the biggest you can get as a prosumer. Wait, let me look up this truck. F360 or 350. F350. Oh, yeah, that is a pretty large vehicle. It's so tall. How is it so tall? Also, welcome Gosher. Welcome Rune. Hydraulic dump. Logistics. Yeah, the logarithms. You guys remember logarithms? That's a thing. Okay, the other side. It's like this. We have the frown. Look at this frown. Yeah, Al Gore's rhythm. If they had a rhythm game based on Al Gore, algorithm. Log, sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent. It's a little sketch driving on the mountain back roads. I feel like driving on a mountain would be stressful. Like you see those like those videos of drifting like in the Japanese mountains. You think how many people do you think fall off the mountain like trying to drift? You think it's common? How do they do it? How do they do it safely? Arguably, it's probably not safe at all. It's better than bad. It's good. Log algorithms. A lot of people. I see my grandfather watched a UPS commercial that was kind of like a musical called UPS customer service and asked, what is logistes? It's hard to understand this. It's hard to hear the C in their commercial. Logistes? Logistics? They sound so different though. Logistes. L equal, he said the word wrong. He said the word wrong. L equals ratio. Solve for L. Oh, it is ratio. You know, that's what happens in your brain when you keep thinking of L plus ratio. Every time I say fall off, I also associate it with L plus ratio. You sang this. Oh, it was a song. Oh, you said okay. You said it was a musical. Logistes. That sounds like a cereal brand. Logistes. Logistics. Okay, so we have this. Look at this. Check this out. Check out this progress. We've already drawn part of 2 frames. What is the second layer for? The second layer is just the color. So I don't have to go to like another color picker from another previous document. So welcome Kyle Ali. I have to go to my redeems page. It's loading. Okay, there's your T-pose. Okay, well there's this. And then I'm gonna have this part right here. Oops, it has to go this way. I'm flying. No, I'm just holding my arms out. I guess I am in the void, right? It's like I'm floating in a void. You just can't avoid it. You're in the void. The Abyss, if you will. It's a Dark Souls reference, the Abyss. Anyone out here understand this reference to the Abyss? I know the lore now. I'm playing the game. Did it visit the void? It's not the void, it's the Abyss. Also welcome Tay. Made in Abyss? No, it's a different thing. What if Artorias was made in Abyss? What if he was made in Abyss? Wait, maidens? Elden Ring has maidens? Made in Abyss? The Abyss was a thing in Dark Souls? Whoa. Making emotes. One emote. I'm making one emote today. One animated emote. Okay, so we have this. We have frame. We have the rightward facing frame. And then we had the leftward facing frame. And now, whoops. I gotta connect the lines. Right there. Right here. Look at these lines. The issue with drawing on an iPad sometimes, like when I'm drawing, sometimes my hand like touches like this bottom right part, and then it just like switches over to this frame. You see this thing that just got created on the bottom right? I accidentally tapped over there. I hate when that happens. Time to wall feed Doritos. I had a bag of Doritos like 3 weeks ago. Since I don't snack that often, so like I think the last time I had a bag of Doritos, I bought like a big family size pack and it lasted me like 2 months. I just would like eat a little bit every week. And it took me 2 months to get through it. Let's see, you can't turn off the normal touch sensitivity. Only allow the pen. You can, but it's actually convenient sometimes if to not have to use your pen for it. I know for the drawing part, if you try to like draw on the actual drawable part, if you use your hand there, it doesn't work. You can use your hand for like, you know, scrubbing the timeline, but not for actual drawing. Have you ever considered getting a tablet specifically for drawing, or is the iPad good enough? I think the iPad is good enough for me. There aren't even that many good like animation programs on desktop that aren't like subscription based. You know, like if I was drawing on desktop doing animations, I feel like I would probably like, the only real option I think is like Adobe Animate, and that costs like $1 billion, and I would rather not do that. So I have this one, you know, I can draw in bed, you know, I could be lying down, I could draw not at my desk, and that's pretty cool. Clip Studio. I feel like when applications that aren't specifically meant for animation, they add animation in, it always doesn't feel like it fits very well. Like it's like an afterthought, because I know like even on the iPad, there's an app called Procreate, which a lot of people use for drawing, and they technically have animation in there, but I don't think it works very well. I mean, like, it works fine, but it's not like, you know, it's not like optimized for the animation workflow. It just doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay. Okay, so we have this. I guess I should draw the body. I should draw the actual body. Why not one frame more to each side to push the head shake? Yeah, this is just the 2 frames. There's gonna be like 20 frames in here. It'll be a while. I'm just sketching at the moment. Okay, so we have the body right here. We should make sure this is relatively centered. We have this one. Oops, okay, this one is here. A lot of times when you watch artists draw on stream, they're just like they're drawing one line and undoing it a billion times. It's me. It's me for real. Artists understand. Okay, we have this line. We got this line. Same. So true. Okay, so this one is here. We got the arm right here. Got the other arm. Actually, the arm maybe it should be like this. It did immediately make the undo button the most convenient button. Yeah, there's a life hack where you can. It's weird calling them life hacks, but you can like pair your Joy-Con with your computer, and then use the Joy-Con controllers as hotkeys. I tried it once when I used to draw on the computer, and it was really useful. Because you're like holding the left Joy-Con with your left hand, and then you're just drawing with your right hand. Every time you want to undo, you know, your hand could be anywhere. It's holding the controller. You just press the button, and you undo immediately. And it's good. And it's good. Alright, so the hand is here. Why not Apple your Joy-Con to the computer? What does that mean? What does that mean? Pear, I see. I understand. Pears, apples. See, that was confusing because, like, Apple is a brand. It's a computer brand. You could have chose, like, banana, orange. Also, welcome Zoli. The official Nintendo AA battery pack things for Joy-Cons make that more comfy. They have an official AA battery pack thing? Like, how does that work? I didn't know they had this. What is that? It's just like you could charge it with the AA battery or what? Okay, so this arm is over here. Okay, look at this arm. We've got the other arm right here. The other side rotated. Okay, all right. I have two sets of Joy-Cons. One of them, you know, the one that comes with the console. And then I bought Super Mario Party, or whatever it's called. Mario Party on the Switch, the first one, the one that everyone hates. But I bought that as a bundle, and it came with another set of Joy-Cons. I used those. But it's been a while. I just, it was convenient when I was playing Ring Fit. I could play it, and then if it ever said you're running low on batteries, I just swap them. It was really convenient not having to wait for it to charge. But then I haven't played Ring Fit in a long time. So they're just there. They're just sitting there. Not doing anything. And it also makes me wish I didn't get the gray Joy-Cons. You know, like when you buy your Switch, you have the option between the red and blue one and then the gray one. I wish I'd gotten the colored ones so that it matches with the what is it called? Mario Party ones better. More color variation. I can't talk for some reason. Imagine the wrist strap connector, but it's got a semi-permanently attached to that. Oh, I see. I see, so like on the sides. I never actually used those. You guys actually use those? The wrist strap connector? Like when you're playing a game that requires a Joy-Con, they're usually like, make sure you put that on so you don't like you don't let go. And I'm like, no. No, I will not. But I do still have them. Got the gray Joy-Cons, but they're all fricked up. In what way? Oh, the Joy-Con drift. Yeah, my Joy-Cons were messed up as well. But my cousin like bought a Joy-Con repair kit, and then one day he's just like, I can fix them for you, and then I said, okay. And then he did, and it was cool. He didn't get Wolfie colors? No. Well, the blue is a different color. It's not even the same blue as this. I use Pro Controller? I do as well, but there are some games that require Joy-Cons. Like Mario Party and the other game that I was talking about. Ring Fit, yeah, that one requires Joy-Cons. Mail them to Nintendo, yeah, but like, what if I don't want to? Yeah, Joy-Con man, that guy, yeah, this image. The Wii controller guy. I never had a Wii, so I never saw that graphic. Okay, so we got the two extreme frames. The left and right. And now we just draw the in-betweens. Yeah, that's the hardest part. Okay, we need the middle frame as well. You might not get the same colors, but yeah, I think they just choose. It's like when they repair your Joy-Cons, they don't give you the exact ones that you have. They just have some that they repaired previously, and then they just put them there. Yeah, that's the thing. Your friend has one black, one blue Joy-Con. That's hacked up. How could they do that to you? What if you wrote in the letter, like, I have a sentimental attachment to this controller. Actually, my grandparents gave this to me, and it's very important. Please make sure that I get the exact same ones, please. And then, like, no one's reading that. Get back different ones. This isn't the ones. My grandparents, it's not here anymore. It's gone. It's gone. That's it. See, my green ones they sent back repaired are the exact same shell. I think you got lucky then. Or maybe everyone else got unlucky. Who knows? It could be either, or either even. Okay, so now we have the middle frame. Check out this middle frame. We have the frowning right here. SMH my head frowning. Yeah, the gotcha. Yo, what if you get some like super rare color? It's like a Wonder Trade from Pokemon. You send in your awful Joy-Con and then you get back like a really rare one. What if you get a golden one? They could give you a golden one. And then you could be like, whoa, that's cool. Or what if you didn't know that your Joy-Con actually previously belonged to someone who's super famous? Right, what if some really famous person sent in their Joy-Con for repair, and then they got back a random one, and then at some later point, you happen to get theirs, but there's no indication, there's no way for you to know, and then you do DNA testing. What if you submit it to whatever, and then they get the DNA? Okay, look, this Joy-Con belonged to this person. I wonder if someone's done that. I wonder if someone has submitted their Joy-Con for that they got back as a DNA evidence, whatever. Let's see, the Japanese Wii manual has marvelous images like this one. Do I want to click this? Someone else click it and describe it to me. Rare golden Joy-Con. Yeah, just trade them back and forth. You think there's people out there just breaking their Joy-Cons just so that they... No, this is not a thing that people do. People out there just submitting broken Joy-Cons Or just breaking their Joy-Cons to submit them. Also, welcome Riz. Click it, it's safe. You know, I don't see these image URLs that often. Oh, someone pouring orange juice on a Wii. That's pretty cool. Would not recommend doing that. Yeah, Reggie's Joy-Con. Remember that guy, Reggie from Nintendo? Is he an uncle? I'm sure. What if he was an uncle and then someone was like, "Yeah, my uncle worked at Nintendo," and they're like, "Who?" Like, "Oh, Reggie." How do you do that? The Reggie, the real Reggie Nintendo, even though he's not with Nintendo anymore. What is he doing nowadays? Didn't he become like one of the board members of GameStop or something? And then he retired from that? What's he doing now? Doesn't he still show up? Like, wasn't he? He was like at the Game Awards, right? I remember that. You think he's still playing Animal Crossing on his 3DS? What do you think his town is like? You think he really played that game a lot? Did he just make that up? I don't know. I don't know. Was that Apple TV? Is he at Apple now? Is he at Apple TV? Oh wait, alright. Animal Crossing had an Apple TV like as an item in the game. It was like an actual Apple-shaped TV. And I remember the music too. You turned it on, it was like doo 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 doo. It's a book about Nintendo. About his career, about his successful career as a guy. What did he do before Nintendo anyway? I never thought about this. Like, everyone knows him as the Nintendo guy. What did he do before that? I guess we have to check out his book. Make sure you buy his book. I'm sure he talks about this in the book. What if he was a criminal? He used to work for Pizza Hut? Like as a delivery guy, or like on the manager side? As an executive even. The old Animal Crossing music was nice. Yeah, there are some streamers that I watch who use Animal Crossing BGM as the BGM of their stream. It's always super nice. And it's always like the older games. It's never New Horizons. He was the senior director of national marketing. Okay, so he wasn't just like a random guy delivering. Imagine though, he was just out there delivering pizzas. You could say like one day you're like, oh man, I remember one day I got a delivery from Reggie. The real Reggie. He wants the Bigfoot pizza and the Big New Yorker. I've never heard of those. Never heard of this pizza. Was he even successful if I haven't heard of it? As a New Yorker? Is he even real? Okay, so this is here. Who wanted the Bigfoot one? Was it a notable thing? I feel like I've never heard of this until just now. Okay, I feel like this mouth is a bit. It's not symmetrical. Imagine Reggie delivers you a pair of Joy-Cons like Gabe Newell delivered Steam Deck. Oh yeah, that was a thing. I still have no intention of getting a Steam Deck, but they seem pretty cool. Because, like, I'm always at home anyway. The Bigfoot was a pizza that was sold from 1993 to the mid-1990s by Pizza Hut. It was large. Let me look this up. Bigfoot pizza. Oh, it was like a rectangular pizza. I don't think it looks that good. It actually looks kind of gross. In my opinion, I don't think it looks that good. $11. It's pretty cheap. But this was also back in the day. I don't know. Hopefully it was good. I don't know. Of those of you who have tried it. Non-circular pizzas are kind of questionable. Yeah, there's a... It's called like grandma slices. I've seen some food tourism videos and they always call them grandma slices. I don't know why. You get some pieces with more crust. Yeah, but what if they put the cheese in the crust? What if they stuffed the crust? No, that pizza does look pretty big. There's like a picture of people holding it. It's huge. It's a huge pizza. Pizza Hut is apparently bringing back the Big New Yorker. Let me look this up. Big New Yorker pizza. This looks just like a normal pizza. I guess that makes sense because this is this is what pizza... They normally don't have this much pepperoni. They're normally not this aligned. Pepperoni? It's not like that. How much cheese is hidden in my hair? None. That I'm aware of, at least. $11 in 1993 is worth $22.59 today. Dang, that's like 200%. Almost. No, it's more than 200%. Damn. I don't know, the internet has ruined me. I can't use the word inflation anymore without it being weird. Every time someone else says inflation, it's been ruined. It's been ruined by the internet. The dollar had an average inflation rate of 2.43% per year. It's 105%. Dang. The price of pizza has pretty much kept pace with inflation. Remember when they had the $5 footlong? That was like a really notable thing. And then obviously they couldn't like keep doing it because of you know, the prices. It's hacked up. Also, welcome TY Onion, welcome. What if there was a redeem where you get a square of American cheese thrown on my head? No, I feel like my redeems that I have now are fine. They're perfectly fine. I'm admiring the simplicity of your design as you're animating this. Yeah, look at this. Look at this simple design. Back and forth. Actually, no, the body is moving. I feel like if the head is shaking, it should be only the head. I should not have animated the body as well. I'm going to have to... This looks like a sad dance, right? You're going back and forth. No, okay, I have to fix it. So the body should not be moving. It should not be animated. Yeah, SMH. Not even animating the body. Was wondering about the body. True. Sad dance. Okay, we're gonna erase all this. And also this. Gotta erase everything. Erase everything. A faster way to erase stuff is to do this. Sometimes I do this. Sometimes I select stuff and then I just move it. I just move it down. Life hack. That's a life hack for you guys. Okay, so this is here. Oh. You have this one. You got this side right here. Draw the arm. Look at this arm. Look at that arm. He's armed. He's armed and dangerous. Wait, I accidentally undid all the lines. Okay, we have this one. Got that one. Arms. Oh, remember? Yeah, remember Arms? The Nintendo fighting game. Apparently that game was pretty good, but no one played it. Okay, so you got this going this way, you got that one going this way. I should erase these better. There's like a lot of leftover artifacts. Oh, Rune, thank you for the 9 months. That's like a whole 3/4 of a year. Imagine having arms. Most people did not have arms. The sales of that game were not good. Many people did not have. Okay, so erase this as well. Erase. Wait, I could just I could probably just move. Could use my own life hack. Just move this. Just move this. It's that simple. Arms didn't have legs. They had, some characters had legs. I mean, they all had legs, but they didn't use them in combat. No, Combat Arms. Remember that game? Combat Arms, Nexon game. It's like an FPS or something. I never played it, but I remember it. I remember seeing it. And I was like, I will never play this game. And I was right. I never played it. I think Fianna played it. She's talked about Combat Arms on her stream. You guys remember the game called Guns with a Z at the end? The Korean the game was called Guns, but there was a style where you use swords. You could dash up walls with your sword. And they called it K-style because many Korean players of the game would use that technique. And it looked really cool. Yeah, Guns the Duel. Gun Z the Duel. Butterfly style. I don't remember that. I don't remember what that one was. Sounds like I'm making it up. No, it's real. It's real. Look it up. Gun Z the Duel. See, they added a Z at the end because they legally can't call it guns. It's like how some places they spell out wings with a Y and also a Z. WYNGZ. Because you can't legally call it chicken wings. Chicken wings. Okay, does this look better? No, wait, hold on. Did I... Wait a second. Why is this part... Why is this still like this? No, I have to... Did I not redraw? Sorry, I think I forgot to erase this part. I think I only erased the part in the middle. Okay, so this is being erased. This one is also being erased. Anyway, as for what I did today, besides just watching YouTube videos, I also was on the Pokemon Wiki looking up like banned episodes. There's quite a few of them. Many of them had like guns. Oh, it's relevant because we were talking about guns. Many Pokemon episodes that were banned in the US, they had guns. The episode with the Tauros. Taurus? The Porygon episode. That one was banned. Yeah, Porygon did nothing wrong. I was thinking this as well. Wasn't it Pikachu that did this? Pikachu was the one that caused the lightning. The seizures. And Porygon was you know, it was just the episode was just named after him. How could they do this? Also, welcome Luke Zade. Okay, this is here. Yeah, I don't think Porygon has showed up as like a major part of a Pokemon episode since then. Here, we got this. Look at this. It's pretty good. And then besides that, I was also looking at the article for like references to non-Pokemon animals in the Pokemon universe. Because I remember there was like this one art of them at a festival and there was like a dog, like a real dog in the background. There's like a bunch of other references to Pokemon or animals that are not Pokemon in the world. But a lot of the stuff on that page was like, oh, sometimes they talk about rats, even though there's no rat in Pokemon. But it's kind of like the same way that we talk about like, what's it called? Like Pokemon, or not Pokemon, scientific species like of animals, like the scientific name. Like maybe, although they say there's like a mouse Pokemon or a rat Pokemon, even though there's no actual rats or mice. You know, what if a rat and mice were the scientific names in the Pokemon universe? It could be. We don't know. It could be real. Yeah, normal dog. Also, I should hydrate. It's been about an hour. I'm going to hydrate now. All right. I have successfully hydrated. I think the part of these drawing streams that I don't like is that I spend a lot of the time looking down at the screen, which like objectively is not very good for my posture. I have to like stand up. Not stand up, just like sit up straight. But then now if I'm sitting up straight, if I look down, I can't really see the tablet as well. Does this song use a squeaky mallet? I can hear what you're talking about. Hold on, let me adjust my mic. I'm sitting up more straight. Okay, I'm sitting up more straight now. Although I'm still looking down at my tablet. Okay, so we have these frames. I feel like there's a lot of wasted space up at the top. Like up here. I could maybe move it a bit farther up. Maybe it doesn't matter. I'm slouching on purpose right now, relaxing. You should sit up. It's good for you. It's good for you to sit up. I can add a hat. It doesn't fit. I don't normally wear a hat. Or I guess I could just zoom in, right? I could have this be a bit more zoomed in. You could do that afterwards. You can crop the image afterwards. Yeah, Hamflo wears a hat. Not me, though. Anyone else out here wearing a hat? I don't even remember the last time I wore a hat. Like in real life, I mean. Because we have the hat redeem, but that's different. And we have the VR fishing. There's a hat that I wore last stream. But that's different. No, like in real life. Not while on stream. Not for streaming purposes. Hats are a broad term. Is it though? I mean, there are many types of hats. Like not all headgear. Not all headgear is a hat. But all hats are headgear. Presumably. I tried to get into wearing a hat, but it gave me a headache. Is it like because it's on too tight or what? Maybe you need a looser hat. It's possible. Maybe if you're a plant, then the hat is cutting off the sunlight. Also, did I greet you, Namaya? I don't know if I did. I feel like you were definitely in chat, but I don't think I greeted you. Welcome. You mean a hat like a fedora, or a hat against the cold? I mean like any sort of hat, I guess. Any sort of thing that you put on your head that isn't a hood. Is it beanie a hat? Yeah, in my opinion, for this category, yes, I would say it counts. Wear a hat every day, then glasses are not a hat. Glasses are accessory. I would say glasses are part of headgear, but they're not a hat. But then again, I don't know. Maybe that's not accurate. Although, what if you wear the glasses like on the top of your head? Does that count as a hat? Well, no. Maybe I feel like it doesn't. Are hairbands a hat? No. I think for my classification, a hat would have to go around your head. Right, if you were to draw a ray of light from the sky pointed downward, there should be like a large area that is covered. Possibly the entire top area. Some hairbands also go around the head. Okay, well, I guess in my opinion, they have to cover the head. Is a halo a hat? I would not think so. Don't think so. Pokemon XY, this song, or our discussion on hats, or both. Did they talk about hats in that game? Is a cap a hat? I think a cap would count. If I think of hats, caps are definitely part of that. I know some people say no cap for real, but in this case, yes, caps for real. Those usually have a hole in the back. Yeah, but it's like negligible, the size. I mean, I guess if you had a cap that no, it would still count. Is a wig a hat? Now that one, I don't know. That one is arguable. I would say it's also the intent, right? The intent of a wig is not necessarily like the same as a hat, but it does cover the rest of your head, so Maybe it does count. This is like the whole like is a hot dog a sandwich thing. Is something a hat? Let's look up the. We can look up the definition. What is the definition of a hat? Define hat. A shaped covering for the head worn for warmth as a fashion item or as part of a uniform. Well, that is extremely general. That can cover a lot of things. Okay, Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines it as a covering for the head, usually having a shaped crown and brim. What do they mean by crown? Because a crown... I mean, I know they don't mean this type of crown, but not all crowns, I would say, are hats. I don't know. A hot dog is a taco? Yeah, there's the cube rule. I don't think a hot dog is a sandwich. Oh, we're not here to discuss this. I just brought it up as being somewhat similar to this discussion about hats. Is a hat a sandwich? Can a sandwich be a hat? I think so. I think a sandwich could be a hat. Is a Burger King crown a hat then? It doesn't cover the head. Yeah, that's what I think. I think those types of crowns are not... I would not classify those as a hat. But then like the crowns that are like... Okay, let me draw... The crowns that are like this, right? You got these... These, I think those would count. The ones that are like... The ones that are like this. I don't think those would count. But I'm sure people have their own different definitions. Stand on a slice of bread, put another on your head, you will be a sandwich. Yeah, but like how far away does the sandwich... Like how far away do the two slices of bread have to be? Right, if you just drop a loaf of bread, you drop like a slice of bread on the floor, right, and someone all the way on the other side of the world drops a slice of bread, does that count as a sandwich? I don't think so. I don't think so. Something with a closed top. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I think. Scooby-Doo. It's a topology. Yeah, topology. Topology. Logistics. It's a sandwich. Yeah, the vibes. It's all about the vibes. Sometimes the vibes are just off. Sometimes you just feel it. And also, you guys know, like when people make burgers and they add so much stuff to it when it's like so tall, you know, based on Shima Panic's comment about tall sandwiches. I hate when people put so much stuff in a burger that you have to like flatten it to actually be able to eat it. They should make them more like horizontal. Like, give me a wide burger any day over a tall one. When they have to put like a knife through it, that's when you know it's too much. There's no way you can eat that. You can't eat that. When you need like a toothpick to hold it in place. A toothpick or a knife to hold it in place. Like that, they've gone too far. They gotta stop. They gotta stop doing it. You can't fit it in your mouth, it's too tall. Exactly. Wide pancake burger. Yeah, they could flatten it. They could just make it extremely flattened. Put 6 skewers. Instant kebabs. Yeah, that's also valid. They could make it into a kebab. With bread. Kebab with bread on it. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, we're making good progress on this. Replace the bun with a pita. Do people usually put pita like on the kebabs themselves though? Like normally they put meat and vegetables. I don't think I've seen like bread or pita. Pita from Family Guy? Pita? Pita. Pita. Alright, okay. Whoops. The cool thing about drawing on an iPad as well, when you pinch to zoom, you can rotate. This is much harder to do on like a tablet, like a drawing tablet. Like, whoa, look at this. You can do this. You can do all this wacky stuff. Convenient to zoom in. You can do you can do this. You can draw like this. You don't even have to rotate the iPad. Yeah, rotating all feet. Horizontally rotating rat. You guys ever get those recommendations on YouTube? Horizontally rotating rat in like 4K. I keep getting those. I found out I could rotate in Nomad Sculpt. I don't know what that is. Is that a VR like art making app? With three, yeah, the bird. I've never actually. I think I clicked on one of those videos, and I was like, I don't understand. I think there was also another genre of YouTube video that I've been recommended. I don't entirely remember what it was, but there's been another thing that's been showing up a lot. Maybe if I check my history. No, I don't know. Whatever, I don't know. It's a bunch of stuff. 3D sculpting like ZBrush Blender. Oh. Yeah, I remember when I learned Blender. It was pretty cool. I've forgotten all of it. But it was pretty nice being able to make stuff. I just had nothing that I really wanted to make. It's always the issue. Sometimes you're just learning a new thing and you're like, whoa, this is cool. And then you think like, when am I ever going to use this? There's nothing that I actually want to use this for. Okay, I think the cut between this and this is a bit too drastic. I will probably add another frame in there. You can make your own figurines. Yeah, but look, I don't want that. I don't I don't want physical goods. You'd also need to like 3D print it. Cool thing is if you go to their website and add /demo to their main page, it's a slightly older version. What, of Nomad Sculpt? Wait, is it like a web browser based sculpting program? Like what is the /demo for? Okay, I don't know how many frames this animation is gonna have. I think the rest of it should be pretty straightforward. All right, okay. The demo is Apple Pencil sensitive as well. Does it have pressure sensitivity? That'd be pretty cool. Technically, this app also supports pressure sensitivity, but I never use it. I always set the brush size to be very large. It does. Oh shoot. It's amazing what you can do in browsers nowadays. Okay, so we have this one going down here. Can I try it without? It's only 18 bucks. Like I guess for like a 3D sculpting thing. Assuming it's 18 bucks like one time and not like every month. Sounds pretty good. I just think it's cool. Have you guys seen there's a, what is it called? Photopea? It's like a photo that it's like a very similar to Photoshop, except it's like all in your browser. It's very impressive what they can do with like only web technology. It like loads pretty quickly. It's not subscription based, but it is based in a different way. It's web-based, and also generally based. All right, we have this going on. And then this side, same thing here. Sometimes use Lunapic. I have not heard that one. There's like a lot of good options now. A lot of good options nowadays. I use jspaint.app. It's basically like Paint on what it was on Vista / XP, but like with some slight improvements. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Good soup. Alright, we have this right here. And then just gotta draw this. So I feel like compared to the nodding emote, this one probably has to be slower. Because I feel like if you're shaking your head, typically don't do it that quickly. Actually, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine for it to be really fast. Yeah, exactly. Now you can express positive and negative emotions. Yes and no. How enthusiastic do you think the average SMH is? I feel like the SMH is usually meant to express disappointment. So I imagine like relatively slow. Like this. Okay, it's not demonstrating very well. It's like something like this. Except frowning. Not smiling. I do have a frown toggle on my model. I never use it. I only use it when the bonk emote, when the bonk redeem happens. I do have a frown. I have my other emotes that I never use. This one, I have the angry one. I got this one. I got that one. I got this one. That one. It's just the smile but flipped upside down. It's the same thing, just flipped. Yeah, so much potential, except I never use it. I never use it. Like I have the toggle set up on my Stream Deck. Like I could do it, but I just never do it. It's too much effort. I also have these other ones for the colored outlines. Rainbow. It's very subtle. Look at this. Look at the color of my outline. It's changing the different shades. All right. We got 5 frames. Look at this 5-frame animation. Okay, so maybe the left and right extremes are not far enough, as Tay mentioned earlier. I think this could be pushed a bit farther and further. Also, this frame looks a bit off. This one. Right there, right here. This one has to go down this way, and then across. Okay, so I think I'll add one more on this side, where it's like, how do I make this even more shaking, even more SMH? Okay, it's here, it goes this way. I guess the eyes would be going farther this way. And then this one, I guess it would be like, I guess it would still be like this. I don't know, drawing is hard. You guys ever do drawing? Drawing is pretty hard. How do people do it? How do people even draw? They're out here drawing things every day. Like, I only draw nowadays when I have sufficient motivation to do something. Drawing. SMH drawing. Implying. Green text implying. Okay, so this one could go this way, right? This could be here. Oh, but this is like a, it's a pretty big jump. Okay, this one goes here. Coming up with drawing ideas is difficult, and I'm not motivated. Exactly. That's why I rarely do animations nowadays, because I have no ideas for something I want to draw. Except now. This one, though. I know, there's people out there that are just drawing every day. It's pretty cool when they have a lot of motivation to do stuff. Welcome, XJob. Jot down ideas for eventual drawing someday. That's also cool. I only have ideas. Well, maybe you should start executing on those ideas. You could be out here making things. You could be the ideas guy and the maker guy. You could be both. Okay, does this even work? No, this is barely any motion. I don't think, okay, I don't need this one. This one, get rid of that one. Gotta have hashtag to do, hashtag draw, hashtag idea. Yeah, I have to do. What do I have in my to dos? To do, okay, latest to do, make an SMH emote. True. To do, woozy emote, comfy, cheering, arms up, woo. Smug emote. A bunch of stuff. To do, fix WordPress GIF flickering. To do, opt out of mailings via optoutprescreen.com. You guys ever get those things in the mail? They send you physical physical offers for your whatever, for your credit card. Hey man, stop sending this stuff to me. Office Comfy real? Possibly, I don't know. Maybe at some point. Also, welcome Real Ham Penguin. Oh, is that the Real Ham Penguin? Who shows up in ChocoJax's chat sometimes. It's the Real Penguin of Ham. Okay, so this one... This doesn't look... I feel like this doesn't look very good. How many frames are allowed? A lot of them. I feel like... Okay, this one... It doesn't look like it goes far enough left and right. And I don't know the best way to do this. Because I typically don't draw side views. A lot. As many as needed. There's like a minimum frame delay is like 1 millisecond. It's better if I slow it down. I mean, this isn't going to be the frame. This isn't going to be the same rate that it's played at. But I just think the range of motion is not. It's not as good. Oh, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. It's like relatively readable. I don't know, is it? It doesn't look that good. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about this. What did I do wrong here? The motion is not as good as it could be. Okay, maybe, okay, if I take this frame and then I just have it. Hey, what's happening? What is this green thing? What happened to the frame? Wait a second. Sometimes there are things in this app that I don't understand. There's this green thing right here. If I go to this frame, it doesn't show the onion skin for the other layers. That's weird. I don't understand. Okay, but what if I draw something? Okay, if I draw something here, does it show up? It does show up as the next frame. But I don't get the... the previous frame doesn't show up. Is it just a bug? Is there a bug here? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Maybe you have to wait, what? Wait, what the heck? Set mark in and mark out to selected sheets. What does that mean? What does that mean? You know, this one isn't there, but then if I put this one, it doesn't show up. What? Okay, maybe I have to close and reopen the app. Hold on 1 second. Sometimes things like this happen. Okay, if I close the app. Okay, close the app. And then reopen. Does it show up? No. Okay, I don't know what the heck. Anyway, I swear this app is good, guys. I just don't know what I'm doing sometimes. See, if I'm on these frames, it shows the previous and next ones. If I go here... Wait, okay, now it works. Never mind, it does work. So welcome, I'm Dumye. Welcome. I'm simply attempting to draw. Sus. Wait, that's a thing that they have in Among Us as well. Don't they have a post-it that says dumb? Is that an Among Us reference? The real Among Us in chat? Okay, so how am I gonna have this? Mud? Mud. It's backwards. Yay, mud. Has ever considered that yay backwards is also yay? Whoa. Okay, well, maybe the issue is that this is not going this way far enough. Or maybe there's not enough motion. Maybe it has to go down. I don't know. Oh, man. No, maybe it's fine. Maybe this is fine. Hold on. What if I change the frame rate? Change it to 12, and then I just, what does this look like? And then I have it loop back around. Why is my arm raised? Okay, so we copy these frames. If we copy them over here, and then reverse them, and then play it. Hold on, I left out a frame somewhere. This one, get rid of this frame. Put these back. There's not enough motion. It also stutters at the end. I think I included an extra frame somewhere. Yeah, okay, this frame should not be here. This one should be here. That one back. I don't know. It doesn't like it I guess it does have the feeling, but it doesn't have that much emotion, you know? If you look at the nodding emote, there's like a lot of motion in that one. This one is really subtle. I don't know, but maybe that's fine. Maybe I don't know how readable it is at a small size. This can be more subtle. Oh, you mean okay, you mean it's fine that it's subtle. I thought you meant like you could make it even more subtle, and I was like, what? It's already pretty subtle. What if I pause a little? People, when they shake their heads, there's typically not that much pausing. I don't know. Okay, maybe this is fine. Maybe it's fine. Maybe I'm overthinking it. You're right. But usually what I do, I'll set it to 24 and then I'll just add more frames. Well, what if it was fast? What does this look if it's look at how fast the head is shaking. could be faster. Oh, this is maybe a bit. It's a lot faster. Maybe 18 frames per second. I don't know. I'm just gonna add more frames. Typically, instead of making it 12 frames per second, I usually keep it at 24 and then I just add more frames for no reason. Okay, so I'm gonna have to remove these and then interpolate, just add in betweens. Alright, there's no reason to do this because all the frames look the same. All the emotes are pretty fast. They are. They are. Alright, whatever. Whatever, this is fine. This is fine. I'm just gonna continue with it. Maybe the motion is more drastic if I like zoom in, you know, like I could have it zoomed in on this part. Because I think the whole issue maybe is that it's a bit too zoomed out, you know? If it's like this, just this part, it's playing. Maybe that's better. I could always do that afterwards. Alright, so we have this thing here. It's going down this way. I think it's probably fine. It's probably perfectly acceptable. Like, I typically don't see other people. I don't think I know anyone who has a head shaking no emote. Well, okay, never mind. Swirl Drop has one. Other than that, I don't know anyone else. Alright, well, we're making, like, good progress somehow. I feel like usually when I end up doing these drawing streams, I'll end up, like, drawing 2 frames and then just not finishing, like, at all. And then I always have to finish it off stream. I may actually be able to finish this one today. Yeah, that one. Those. You have them. Camelot? Oh, wait. I didn't realize. Was this a reference to, Golden Sun? Camelot? The developers of Golden Sun? Possibly. Anyway, I'm just going to be drawing in between frames now. Yeah, Golden Sun. That was a good game. Oh, I guess there were 2 games. I never played the second one. I finished the first one, and then I was like, man, that was a good game. Can't wait for the second one to come out, and then it was like a while, and then I never played it. The music was good. Do 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 do. Right? Remember that one? Classic song. Wait, there was a DS one? Really? How come I never heard of it? I never heard of it. Is it real if I've never heard of it? I played the second without knowing it was a sequel. I guess they had their own, like, separate characters, right? Although I guess later on, maybe they met up with the first characters. The first game's characters. I don't know. Was it standalone enough that you could understand the plot? Without having played the first one? I know there's people out there that are like, can I play Final Fantasy XIV without having played the first 13? And you're like, yes. Yes, they are completely independent. You did not need to play the first 14 games in the series to understand. The characters mostly appear in both games. Yeah. Imagine if all the Final Fantasies were related though. You're like, oh man, I know everyone's playing Final Fantasy 14, but like, I don't know if I'd catch up with the plot, you know? Someone just plays all the first 13 of them. And you're like, okay, finally, I'm ready. But also the 12th one is there. Final Fantasy 12 is also an MMO. Like, finally, I understand all the lore. I understand all the characters. You have to play 11. I don't even remember 11. What was that? They had a whole password system to transfer characters. Yeah, what if they had Cloud? What if Cloud showed up? Actually, they probably have references to Cloud in Final Fantasy 14. I'd be surprised if they didn't. What about was it Kingdom Hearts 365 divided by 2? Did I have to play the first 364 games to understand? Six pages of passwords. Wait, what? You had to type passwords? In which game the playable characters are different? Oh, okay, I see. Golden Sun. You're talking about Golden Sun. I thought you meant Final Fantasy. Yeah, remember when you needed to type passwords in games? Like when you play Mega Man, when you beat a stage, it would give you like a password, and that password, it was just like an encoding of all the stuff you've unlocked. I thought that was pretty cool. They don't do that anymore. Give you an incredibly long password to transfer saves. Yeah, they had stuff like that. It's also like when you played Zelda, the Game Boy Color Zeldas, and they had the Oracle of Seasons and Ages. If you beat one of the games, you could transfer your save to the other one. And it was also using like a really long password. Thankful they don't do that anymore. It was an interesting like solution to you know, whatever. An interesting solution to transferring data. It's not really even transferring. It's just like you just take the current state and you encode it and then you decode it. Having to play every Mario. Yeah. When you played Mario 64, did I need to play the first 63 Marios? Right, Props Not Jack said the same thing. Mario Party 64. There's a Cloud outfit. That makes sense. But isn't it already a Cloud game? It's a game where the services are in the cloud. It was cool. Cool times. Are there 64 Mario games before Mario 64? I don't know. Isn't it weird? They had the Nintendo DS. And then they had the Nintendo 3DS. And then they went back and they added the Nintendo 2DS. Come on, Nintendo. What's up with this? It's like Xbox. Xbox, you got Xbox, Xbox 360. You got Xbox One. And then whatever else after that, I always forget. Xbox X, Xbox One X, DSi. I feel that the DSi was mostly forgettable. Like, I didn't have one. It was mostly for like DSiWare, right? DS and the DS Lite. Yeah, but they're like the same things. Just they're part of the same generation. Just different form factors, like the Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy Advance SP. Or like the Game Boy and the Game Boy Pocket. It's kind of the same thing. Like they had the same for like the PlayStation, right? They had the PlayStation and then they had like a smaller version that they called the PlayStation 1. Which I thought was confusing. And then sometimes when people abbreviate PlayStation, they say PSX instead of PS1. What's up with that? Why do they say PSX? What does the X stand for? There's a lot of games featuring... He's like the main character. PSX is a different console? Is it? Isn't PSX PlayStation? Wait. PSX, what is that? Philips? Philips 66, what is that? PSX PlayStation, what is it? It's a Sony digital video recorder? Wait, what the heck? Don't people call... No, some people call PlayStation X... Hold on. Before it launched, the console was codenamed PlayStation X. The gaming media called it PSX, even though the X was dropped, the name stuck. Especially online, where people would rather say PSX than spell out PlayStation. Okay, so I guess the PlayStation X was its own thing, but people called the PS1 the PSX. Yeah, also welcome Nutritious. Yeah, they do differentiate, but I've always seen it the PSX. Wolfers. The X. Isn't there some, there was like a... What was that game called? I keep thinking Golden Sun. Wasn't there a, Kingdom Hearts? Kingdom Hearts like X or something, but the X was not pronounced X. It was the Greek letter that looked like X. Chi or something. Then an actual PlayStation X came out. But Wikipedia was telling me PlayStation X was like a recording device. Yeah, it's also the stock ticker for Philips. I looked this up. I just looked up PSX, you know, showing me stock, and I was like, what the heck is this? Wasn't that the mobile game? Probably. It's probably Kingdom Hearts. The Kingdom Hearts with like unpronounceable letters. PS2, I see. I don't know. I had the original PlayStation. My cousin had the PlayStation 2. And then I didn't have a console until like the Switch. X is pronounced key. They would do that. It's messed up. It's messed up what they do. The Keyblade. Alright, look at these frames. Look at how smooth the frames are. Whoa. I thought it was Kai. I thought it was Chi. I thought it was Chai. BM. My headcanon is that Elon Musk got his kid's naming. Oh yeah, it was like a... What happened to that kid? I'm gonna assume that kid is still alive. But like, what's going on with that? Did he have like a canonical name? Is that kid gonna get bullied? How did they allow them to name their child that? Like, isn't it like when you get born? Doesn't the hospital, when you try to name your baby, don't they tell you? Don't they stop you? They're like, you can't name your baby this. They're gonna be bullied. You think maybe they told him that they couldn't name his child that, and he just handed them a bunch of money? Like, if you're rich enough, you can just bribe them. He and his ex are divorced. Yeah, Grimes, right? No laws in America against terrible names. No, but I think there are some names where, like, you know, they have the right to refuse a name that you choose. You know, if it's gonna be psychologically damaging for the child, they will be like, you can't name your child this. Yeah, stuff like that. Everything there's like, it's messed up that people that are named Adolf, like, imagine being like, you know, it's a regular guy named Adolf, and then something like that happens, and you're like, man, I gotta like change my name now. It's hecked up. Like, there have probably been some names that have been ruined, right? Besides that one. I can't think of them, but there's gotta be like some other name where someone was like so bad that he ruined the name for everyone. Like Karen. You think people are naming their child Karen now? Or Chad. There's gotta be people naming their child Chad. And Joseph. Yeah, like Joseph was a common enough name. What about Naruto? You think there were people named Naruto before or Goku? I don't know. Like before the series, people just named Naruto, and then they're like, "Hello, I'm Naruto," and then everyone's like, "Oh yeah, like the ninja, yo, I loved it." And you're like, no, no, I was named this before the series. Yeah, before. After, definitely. There are definitely people that name their child after Naruto characters. Naruto? Salt? Boruto? You think there was someone named Boruto before before that was a thing? There's probably somewhere out there named Boruto, and then, you know, Naruto ended, and there's like, oh shoot, he named his child Boruto. That's fricked up. Now I'm going to be bullied because they chose to name him Boruto. Bolt. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Bolt. Boruto sounds like the bootleg version. Yeah, Boruto's dad. A dog known as Bolt. Was that a Pixar movie? Bolt? I've never seen it. Isn't that also a name of a bus service? Bolt? Bolt bus? For lightning? That's also the name for lightning. Does Boruto have a meaning? I have no idea. I mean, it could be Bolt. Maybe it's named after Bolt. Also, yes, this song has someone saying "yo" in it. It's for the aesthetic. Alright, we're almost done. Coloring is very simple. Also, I'm gonna hydrate. Doesn't Boruto mean bolt? I don't know. I'm gonna hydrate right now. Alright, I'm hydrated. The Wikipedia page claims that Bolt. Boruto? Also, welcome Escapade. Oh, you're right, Bolt or Volt. Because it's ambiguous in Japanese. Whoa. Visible. Oh, I thought like lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. A volt as electricity. But then bolt is also a different thing. Doesn't bolt also refer to like a type of arrow? That's a thing. Bolt. Boltergeist. Type of a ghost. Now you learn. Now you know. When they say Boruto's dad, they mean the person who invented the bolt. Whoever that was. Which bolt? I don't know. Bort. What was Bort? It's like Bart Simpson. Bart. Except Bort. Wouldn't it be funny if they localized his name as Bort when they translated it? Hello, I'm Bort. Nart. Automod. Allow. For some reason it held your message in Automod saying the fact that you said sounds like a Japanese person, Twitch was like, we don't like that. Wow. Twitch, how could you do this? Boruto does sound like a Japanese person saying bolt. Yeah, I think it was intentional. Okay, we got that. Wait, this hair is different. Why is it shrinking in size? Hold on. This frame. Okay, this. I think this. Oh, that auto mod. See, why does it flag that as a thing, but it doesn't flag actual spam bots? It doesn't make sense. You have people saying, you know, buy followers, make sure you check out this website. Like, it's not blocking that stuff. What's going on? Twitch.tv. Okay, so this is here. The transition between this frame and this one doesn't look very good. Spam people try 1,000 times for each success, probably. I think they just try once. Also, welcome Durkis of Durkis. Red, what do you mean? What does that mean? Okay, this one. Here, okay, this one. This should be a bit more rounded. Character turn red. It was, this is the onion skin. It shows the previous. Oh, you mean you mean this? Yeah, RGB. It's a redeem. I don't know why it gets stuck on red. I feel like the RGB used to be smoother. I think whatever website I'm using for this broke. Okay, well this is fine. This should be the last frame, and then I'll just repeat it in reverse. Picasso's blue period. You guys remember that guy? Remember Picasso? That was a guy. That was a guy who did art. Very notable for doing art. Pretty obscure indie painter. I don't know if you've heard of him. Yeah, he invented Picross as well. So true. So true. we're almost done. See, once you get a few frames in, you do the in-betweens, and they're pretty straightforward. I've just been coasting the past like hour or so. Got that lo-fi BGM in the background. Oops. All right, this one goes here. I don't think I've heard this song before. Yeah, no, I have. I definitely have. I definitely have. I wonder how often they add new songs to this. How often are they making new lo-fi BGM for this playlist? Alright, so this one goes here. Goes down this way. Yeah, Walfa's Dance created by Karagi. Oh yeah, I saw a cool Live 2D model on Twitter. They had this cool thing where you could customize it. I retweeted it on my side Twitter, and I did download it. We could check it out. We could try it. We could look at, check it. Oh, but then your redeems won't work. If I change the model, the redeems will not work. I'll wait for this fish to go. That's cool. No, I'll do it right now. I'll change it right now. This one's called Mo. It's made by Mo. Okay, I think it lags VTube Studio. See, look at that. You can toggle the different things. You can customize it. Whoa, look at this. And now it looks somewhat similar to my model. I could add my own. Okay, I'm gonna add the Wolfie model as an item. It is pretty cool. Actually, let me post a link to it. So this one. Yeah, it's like a Live 2D Picrew. Yeah, well, you can download it there. You can adjust various things. Yeah, it does look like Omori. That's what I've been. Welcome Paladin. Here, let me put my own model as an item. What was the button for this? This one? Load current model? No, not that one. No, I have this one. Oh, look, it's me. Oh, it's me. Oops. Okay, it's kind of hard to control two things going. Oh god. Here we go. Okay, this. Yeah, the lines. Look at the lines. It's a cool model. I would recommend checking out. You can customize it. You basically have to add like a custom toggle. This is the default one. It's got a watermark. Also, all the options are in Chinese, so I can't really read them. Also, yeah, the dab doesn't work because this is not my main model. Also, welcome Stanley. Welcome. Okay, your dab redeem is gonna be on screen for like until I switch back. And okay. I'm just gonna draw. Well, I'm gonna draw this one frame. And then I will switch back. Whoops. I could also just disable. You know, I'm gonna disable redeems until I switch back. Redeems. Toggle. Everything's toggled. No, now there's gonna be two. You can't even see me anymore. Look, it's me. The text is blocking me. It's blocking me. Okay, let me switch back temporarily then. This one. Okay, there's your dab, there's your bonk. The fish is still there. Oh, the fish is probably gonna stay there like until I manually disable it. Okay, we're going back to this one. Whoop. What the? Oh, it doesn't retain the positioning. It doesn't retain the model. Alright, okay, there we go. What the? Denchi, is this a bug? It didn't retain the settings. Alright, okay. The belt. Actual size Wolfie. Anyway, I'm using webcam for tracking, so it's not exactly accurate. It could be more accurate. If I do have an iPhone. I could use an iPhone for tracking. But I feel like it's probably not worth having to set it up every time. Alright, yo, we did all the frames. Oh wait, this is missing the top. It's worth setting up. Maybe if your model is more detailed. Because like my Live 2D model is just like, it's very simple. I don't have like a real blinking or like eyes moving left and right. The mouth is also pretty simple. But I could see it being useful for people that have more details in their model. Alright, we've drawn all the frames. Look at this. Whoa, Pog. Alright, okay. Look at this animation. Y'all look at this. We've done it. Okay, now I have to repeat it, but going the other way. I don't know if this app has a way to play the animation like boomerang mode, you know, going back and forth. Who knows? Wait, does this work? Can I become... Oh shoot, this does work. I can do RGB with this model. Can I change the outline? Yeah, look at that. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna color this now. It's coloring time. It is very easy to color. You just use the paint bucket tool. Like that, right here, right here. And there. Then go to the next frame and then you do the same thing. Look at that, it's that easy. It's this easy. Some people say coloring is hard. Well, look at this. What about this then? That's all of it. And then you choose the skin color right here. And And then you just do the same thing. You just go back and forth. Yeah, many benefits. Okay, now we choose the white color right here. Fill that in, and then this one. And then this one. And that one. Yo, how does he do it? How does he do it so fast? Unbelievable. You think they could train... Sorry. Sorry. You think they could train like an AI to do animation in-betweens? You could probably do that. This is like the most laborious part. They could. Recently been getting Adobe Photoshop shorts. Your photo fix doesn't really work with this. What is photo fix? What is that? What is that? Okay, remove this frame. Okay, I'm gonna need to grab the color from a different document. Hold on 1 second. Fill bucket. The paint bucket. Mr. John Paint Bucket tool. Okay, we get the shirt color from here. And then we go back. Wait, did I put this on the wrong layer? Oh no, I just didn't have the color. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. Then go along the lines of using this tool doesn't really work. What you do instead is select this region, do 1/2 more thing. Oh yeah, context aware fill or content aware fill. Yeah, that's a thing that people do. Yeah, that AI stuff. That was AI before it was really even much of a thing. Okay, and then we put the tie. What color is the tie? Go back to another document to get the correct tie color. I'm pulling up the Wolfie nod emote. Selecting the color, and then we go back to this document. Right here. Got that one. Yeah, but it's too bad Adobe charges like $1 billion for its products as a license. Yeah, we've colored all the frames. Look at this. Tweeting with AI. Literally interpolation. Yeah, but like sometimes it's pretty bad, right? You ever see old animations interpolated to 60 frames per second? They always look really weird. Something about them is just not right. Yo, look at this. We got the SMH, except only going one way. It goes one way and then it loops back around immediately without transitioning back and forth. Okay, I think also this, okay, this eye needs to be updated. Gotta go this way. Yes. Yep, also. Also this. The hair wave. Okay, this. To make the eye outline a little bit larger. See, it's not like using interpolation isn't already a thing. That's also true. Very true. All right, look at this. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so I'm gonna export these frames and then do a bunch of stuff on the command line to get it to use image magic to get it to turn into an actual GIF. So let me do that. Maybe I could even upload it right now. Like last time I finished the shaking my head, or sorry, I finished the nodding emote on stream. And then we had it up during the stream. Okay, export the sequence as a PNG. Make it transparent. Alright, it's going, it's exporting. I've sent it to my desktop computer. It has been received. 10 images received from iPad. Now we go to my downloads directory. Wolfie-smh_0001. Now I'm going to open up my terminal. I'm going to type tmux attach because I restarted my computer. Reattach to the existing tmux session. Yeah, might as well just make this huge while I'm here. And then, okay, and then I go to my animations directory. Documents, sorry, CD, photo, what is it? Images, pictures / animations. Make dir Wolfie-smh. CD into that directory. Make a directory original. Type Control R. Copy. What is it? Downloads. Okay, find downloads max depth. Copy them here. Okay, go to the original. Okay, remove one of the extra files. Tmux, I'm in Tmux right now. Okay, and then the files are here. And then I have to have it be reversed. Is there an easy way to do this without copying the files back and forth? I guess I'll do that. I guess I'll just do that for now. Just speed things up. Wait, what? Wolfie-smh0009 has nothing in it? Did I do something right? Oh, I had an extra frame for no reason. Okay, I'm deleting that extra frame. And then I'm gonna copy and paste these middle frames. And then I will rename them. Wolfie-smh9. Okay, you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm doing stuff behind the scenes. Okay, make a new directory somewhere. Temporary, called TMP. Paste the images in here. So last one was 9, right? Yeah, next one is 9. So this one will be 9. This one will be 10. 11. 12. 13. 14 and 15. What did I SSH tmux into? I didn't SSH into anything. I'm just using tmux. No, I'm on my PC. I'm not doing it through the iPad. Okay, I'm copying these files back, pasting them. Okay, now I can run the command to concatenate the images together into a GIF. So is it convert? Just convert. Yes, convert dash limit thread 1 delay 4.16666 alpha set dispose previous plus dither. Take notes. Take notes, everyone. This is the command that I'm running. Okay, it's going. It's putting them together into one animation. It's running. Okay, I have the image right here. It did not go properly for some reason. Hold on. It doesn't look smooth. Did I do something wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. There's a bunch of things in there that if I don't set them, it messes up the GIF for some reason. Like, it looks fine when I upload it, but then when people try to upload them to like Discord or whatever, something just looks weird. Hold on. Why are these images? It doesn't look smooth. It's like looping incorrectly. Sorry, this is really uninteresting. You probably don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, let me pull up the image so you guys can tell. You guys have some context for what I'm even talking about. Okay, so I've exported the images. And right now it looks like this. I need to fix this part. I need to fix the looping part. For some reason, I think I have an extra frame in there somewhere. SMH. Can't even combine the images correctly. Okay, let me try. Sort by name. Okay, it goes here. Goes back. Goes to 8, 9, 10. Oh, okay. I repeated the wrong frame. Okay, 10 should not be there. Frame 9 is the same as frame 10. So that should be removed. So frame 11 should be 10. This should be 11. This should be 12. This should be 13. This one should be 14. And then... which one was it? 1? This one. Okay, it goes from here. Which one is this one? This one is that one. Dude, I don't know. Okay, so I need these 3. I need 3 more. Okay, delete these. Paste these back here. Okay, so... oh yeah, rubber band from Mario. Okay, so 14. This one should be 15. Okay, this one's 15. This one is 16. And this one is 17. Okay, paste them back in here. Rerun the script. And I think, oh look, the image froze because I'm replacing it. It's running. The script is running. Is this working? Loop. Okay, let me check what this looks like now. This looks like this. No, it's still bad. Wait, what's happening? What's going on? 1, 2, 3, 20, 17. It goes from here to here. This should be fine. For some reason, it's not fine though. Hold on, I'm just gonna delete it. Okay, deleted it. Delete these. Hold on, what's happening? Why doesn't it repeat? Okay, it's there. 10, 11, 12. This is like extremely uninteresting, by the way. You're like, what is he talking about? Okay, wait a second. How many frames did I have here? I had 9 frames. Okay, so 9, it goes up to 0, 8. 0, 8, 0, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, this one. Okay, I'm just gonna start over. I'm not gonna start over the whole animation, but I'm gonna start over my process for copying the image. Okay, this frame 9 is here. So we're deleting this. We're deleting this one. We're deleting these. Okay. Delete all these. And then, okay, so this one should be... delete that one, delete this one, okay, this one should be 9. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I hope this one works. 59 frames per second. It started once every second. You know, some places they have like instead of 30 frames per second, it's like 29.997 or something. What's up with that? What's the deal with that? The script is running. Hopefully it works this time. It is. Oh, there it goes. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Hold on. It works now. Here we go. Here we go. Look at it. Something soothing about me rambling. Just me narrating my action. Oh, look at this. Wow. Technology. Okay, wow, look at this. Okay, I'm gonna upload this. Let's say goodbye to Wiggly. Wiggly's going away. I might have to like recrop it later to get it more zoomed in on the face. Hold on. Okay, viewer rewards. Emotes. Wiggly has been destroyed. Destroyed. Wiggly is gone now. It was too good for this world. Now we have SMH. I'm gonna call it Wolfie SMH. SMH my head no. SMH my head no. Alright, upload. It's uploading. It has been uploaded. Does it even look good? Okay, I've reloaded. Reloaded my chat. It looks really subtle. I don't know. It doesn't... Okay, it doesn't look like it's you can't really see the frown very well. Okay, I'm gonna go to a GIF cropping website. See if I can crop it to be specifically the face. Crop GIF. EasyGIF.com. Crop in this one. It's being uploaded. Okay. What is the ideal crop here? Crop this one. Hold on. Crop. Okay, can I set the size? Crop to square. And then zoom out slightly. Does this work? Does this work? The tracking of the frown looks slightly off. Yeah. It's too small. Okay, let me crop this one. Cropping it. I'm gonna save the cropped version. Cropped.gif. Okay, I'm removing the existing emote. SMH my head. No. I'm gonna re-upload the new one. The new crop. Download. Go to my downloads directory. And cropped. This one. Okay, Waffles SMH. My head. No. Upload. It's uploading. It's there. I might have to make the frown more prominent in the crop version. There, okay. I might need to hold the left and right frames more. I don't know. What about this one? I don't know, maybe it's fine. It's still a bit, I feel like it's still a bit hard to read. The left and right. Yeah, I think I need to hold the last frames, the first and last frames a bit more. Alright, well, I guess I'll do that off stream. But this is usable for now, sort of. Yeah, you got the no and the yes. Look at that. Anyway, very productive day. Completed an animation. It's pretty cool. I could probably also make the outlines a bit larger. Well, that's it. That's all. They should add glasses to this model. I think it would be cool if they did that. But yeah, that's it. I don't know. Okay, this is about when I end my stream. I guess perfect timing. Good time to end the stream. I did become a hat. This is arguable whether just putting something on your head makes it a hat. But it is headgear. My hair is also flipped in the wrong direction. What do you mean? Oh, okay, in this mod, in this model. I don't think they have one that's facing the other way. Unless I do this. Whoops. Whoa, but then now the one over there is wrong. Oh, but now if I move to the left, it's reversed. It's the wrong way. I guess you guys can't tell. You can't tell which way I'm moving. Go back the other way. Anyway, this is a cool model. If you guys ever wanted to, get into VTubing, you could just use this model. Just customize it. It's there. I'm gonna post the model again because it's just cool, because it's a cool model. There it is. Okay. I guess that's it. Wait, if I try to do a customization in the menu, can you guys see this? Hold on. Let me go to the expression editor. If I edit this, can you guys see if I change? It does, you can see this, okay. Can you? You can see, is it this? Yeah, it's there. You could do this. Is this a new Alfie look? No, this is just the free model you can use. Webcam, the Logitech C90. Was it C90 something? C90. Logitech C90. You see, no, C920. Was it C920? I think. That one. Anyway, we can just go over some of the customization options of this model. Look at this. You can have this. You could specify the width, the length of this thing. You could have the length of this thing. You can have this. You can change the size of this thing. What type of eye highlight you want? You could have it there. You could have it here. It could be on this side. Yeah, there's a lot of customization. You can do this. You can You can set your hair. I didn't adjust most of it. You can set this, whatever the heck this is. What is it? You can have a side ponytail if you wanted. And on the other side as well. We're gonna have, what is this one? This is, okay, this is the hair going out. Directionality. We have this one. Oh, this is the length. Whoa, it looks like it's Hatsune Miku. It's me, Hatsune Miku. Who's this? It's me. It's Wolfie Wolfington. Oh, this is here now. Did I finish the no emote? It's there. It's available. You can use it if you're subscribed. Actually, there it is. Here it is. Here it is. You can customize this. Look at all the different. There's 4 different hairstyles. You have this one. You got this one. Seeing it more animated sketchline, is it more CPU intensive? I actually don't know. I don't know why mine doesn't have animated sketchlines. Did I disable it or something by accident? Oh, whoops. These are the different options here. I'm sure there's a setting I accidentally turned off or something. You can have other stuff. What is this? What is this? This is something that I don't know. This one is, oh, face size. You can be this. You can be that. You just have it set as the default. What is this one? Oh, the eye shape. Be like this. It could be like that. They should have a glasses toggle. Do they? I guess I just didn't look at all the settings. This one, it looks like Wolfie. Looks like just like Wolfie. If he was in Omori. You have the eye size, the size of the eye. It could be small. It could be like that. I have most of the settings as default. You have the eyelashes. You could change that. Where's the glasses? Okay, this is the mouth options. You could have a cat mouth, whatever it's called. You could be this. You could have, I don't know what this changes. I just have a bunch of settings that I'm changing and they're not doing anything. Oh, the mouth position, you could be up. It could be down. What is this? I don't know what that is. Got the issue that I'm having is mostly the fact that all the settings are in Chinese, so I can't read them. I don't know what they're doing. I'm just changing things and seeing what just seeing what changes. Chestnut mouth? Is that a setting? Mouth open by default? Huh? What's this? What does this one do? Oh, you got the blush? You can have blush. Oh, you can have social distance. You can be properly social distance. You can have a blood. Is that a blood stain? What is that? What is this? What is it? Oh, the glass. Oh, frick. Oh, we do have glasses. Yo, okay. I didn't see this one. I just skipped over most of the settings. Okay, we have this one. Thank you for pointing it out. Okay, 2. Set this to 2. More accurate now. We can set the height of the glasses. Yeah, there's no colors though. What about this one? Oh, you can have a crown. You can have an egg. Wait, we have the egg. Egg redeem. Look at that egg. What is this one? You can have horns. I don't know what this one is. Okay, there's a lot of settings. Okay, basically there's a lot of settings. You can change many of them. What is this one? Oh, you can have a custom design on your shirt. A lemon. You could have a lemon pin. You could have a dog thing. Yeah, the default sweater. Okay, if they had a way for this to be like a tie instead of whatever the heck this thing is. What is this? Well, that's basically it. That's it. Save it. Saving it. Oops. I like how it transitions between them as well. This is the default. This is with my customizations. All right. Oh, very cool. It's already 7:49. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream. Let's see what day today is. I think someone mentioned it's I forgot what day. Rosa Parks Day? That's today, right? Okay, let's check it out. National Eat Ice Cream for Breakfast Day? It's too late for breakfast. World Cancer Day. Farmers Day. Liberace Day. You know, I didn't know Liberace was a person until Animaniacs. Liberace and puffed rice for all. Long leaving. Yo, 420 Blaze. We got the homemade soup day. Got the John Wick day. Sweater day. Take your child to the library day. Wait, it doesn't say Rosa Parks Day here. Did you make this up? Someone said it was Rosa Parks Day. It's not showing up here. Torture Abolition Day. Good thing we don't have torture anymore, right? Good thing that's not a thing anymore. This was the day that torture was abolished. Oh, it's her birthday. Sweater Day? Okay, which one would make for a good raid message? I guess Sweater Day. Sweater Day raid. Wouldn't it be funny if we had torture abolition? Yeah, good thing torture doesn't exist. Okay, let's do Sweater Day. What about National Thank a Mailman Day? Or National Homemade Soup Day. That's also a good choice. Apparently it's December 1st in California, but February 1st in some other state. What? You're telling me it's December in California? I feel when no one thanked me. I read your name. TY Onion, it's in your name. I thank you. Yeah, are you a mailman? Thank you. Now let's do this one. Or no, let's do... I don't know, like many of these, there's so many days today. Now let's do this one. National Homemade Soup Day. National Homemade Soup. Okay, wait, you are a mailman? Okay, no, let's do, okay. Since you are a mailman, let's do thank a mailman day. I'll put that in my notes. TY Onion is a mail delivery person. National National Bank Mailman Day raid. And then we'll find someone to raid. Who will it be? Let me click this button. Okay, there's many people streaming. A lot of people are streaming games. Arya started Dark Souls 2. She decided not to skip to Dark Souls 3. Okay, let's see. Who to raid? Who will I raid? This part always takes so long. Let's raid. I don't know, man. I don't know. What is, okay, let me check this one. What is she doing? What is this person doing? Okay, they're on a BRB screen, BRB screen, so I'm gonna raid someone else. Let's raid, man, I don't know. Why is this so hard? Why is this so hard to choose? Nanodan? Let's raid Nanodan. Why not? I don't know. Let's raid Nanodan. He's playing some sort of Touhou game, maybe? It looks like Yuka from Touhou. He's got a spinning Gargura at the bottom of the screen. Well, thanks for watching. I'll be back on Monday with some more Mario Picross. Tuesday? I don't know what I'm doing on Tuesday. I could continue the Minesweeper, maybe, possibly. And then just, you know, the usual. Got a new emote. I may make the outline on the SMH emote a bit thicker, so it's more readable. I might update it a bit. But I will do that off stream. Okay, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the Saturday. Hope you all have a good weekend, rest of your weekend, Saturday, Sunday. The raid is going to go. I'm going to stop talking. Goodbye.